I grew up in a single mother home, but I did go back and forth between my father. They had joint custody, so it was back and forth. Weekends I was usually with my mom so that we could go to church every Sunday.
Fire, hell, brimstone Christian. And I grew up, actually I did grow up in the church. Like my family roots are deeply, deeply, deeply rooted into the church.
Man, listen, let me tell you something about life, man. Let me break down something to you, man. It was like, you could be dying on your deathbed in my grandma's house. It don't matter. Like, I'm talking about, like, Jesus could have been standing next to you. It didn't matter. You were going to church. I grew up in a Baptist household from all angles. My dad and my mom, all Baptist. My grandparents attended Easter Spring Hill Missionary Baptist Church. And it was a real small little churches, but small black churches be like the best, cause they like, you know what I'm saying, like the food be on point. They don't be giving you them small little servings, like, you know, like ice cream serve, like you get like good portions, and like the choir, since everything's so small, like the acoustics sound real good. So I was a part of that.
The church that I grew up in, they really didn't believe that women could play like major roles in the church. It was more so a male-dominated type of situation. So the extent of where I could go would probably be, I was in a choir, I was a usher board member, I was the president of our youth interaction ministry, and some maybe the cleaning ministry, but our church believed and our pastor believed that the man was the head of the household, the man was in charge, so the women had their place, which was in the home and doing domestic type things. So you were kind of limited to the different offices in the church that you could kind of grow to get into. I think that I always knew, you know, I knew as a child that I was different in so many ways. Just I was different in my sexuality, I was different in my thought process from what was the norm for my family and how I was being raised. Even within the church, you know, there was something that never sat well with me that said, okay, the woman's place is strictly domestic, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking like, well, why can't I be a minister? You know what I mean? Like, why can't I have these higher up positions and I'm only limited to right here, which made me feel that I could never grow in Christ beyond just this certain point.
I mean, I knew at a very, very early age. And at first I thought that I was bisexual. And then when I really realized what the fuck that was, what that was, oh, cool, okay. When I really realized what that was, I realized that that wasn't what it was, that I was just straight up gay. But I think that I kept identifying as being bisexual because of the whole church thing, and I just did not want to let go of the man aspect, and maybe thinking that I could cheat my heart, not realizing that God already knew my heart.
Because I'm a stud, I'm doing something wrong. I'm not gonna be blessed. Okay, so you being blessed with your wife and your girlfriend? I'm just trying to figure out, oh, it's because it's a woman. Okay. So if I was dating a man, unhappy, getting the shit beat out of me, having kids, out of wedlock, I would be okay.
I mean, it's always double standards in the church, to me. I mean, it's the whole man and woman aspect anyway. I mean, that's the huge double standard. So that's just not even with the gay or whatever, that's just being a woman and how we are looked upon as in the black church. Now, I can't speak on all, you know, Catholic and that, but I can say in a Baptist church, women really are supposed to be, to me, seen and not heard.